Oh, that one is gonna go all the way around. Oh yeah, of course it will be another battle. Yep.
Rough travels out here, eh? We even saw Darkspawn on the way in.
Where are you going?
We're delivering a message to the Chantry in Denerim. You?
What's the message about?
We saw a blood mage down near the Brecilian Forest. We're off to tell the Chantry about him.
Why is this? I'm here about to stop you.
I thought you said... Wait. You're serious?
Why not let us deliver your message?
I suppose that's all right. As long as it gets there. Stay safe. Right.
Herb picking. Okay, let's see what's done.
Those stung with 100 arrows, those suffering from ailments both great and small, his heart was strong, and he moved on. Unintended consequences, huh? Okay.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
To the castle we go. Castle. Sure.
There you are. We have brought lyrium and begun preparations for the ritual. We can start any time.
Any last minute advice?
It truly depends on the manner of demon. It sounds like a spirit of greed and desire, one of the more powerful in the hierarchy. It will likely engage you in dialogue and tempt you with an offer. Avoid it. Making deals with demons never turns out well.
Okay. Only one person can go through?
Yes. We haven't sufficient lyrium at present to send more than one mage into the Fade.
Yep.
I'm glad we decided to take this route. This is really the best option.
Very well. Who will go into the Fade?
I want to see what happens if I say Joan is going.
What? Me? Are you sure?
Loose a blood mage into the Fade to meet a demon. What if he takes control of it?
This is Joan's chance to redeem himself.
You trust too much and too quickly, but I shall do as you ask.
I'll do my best. I promise.
Let's see what happens if we do this. Might be the wrong choice, but if it does, then we're gonna reload. What the heck is this? There goes some blood on my hands. Oh yeah, that's the healing.
anyone out there? Hello? Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
Where are you?
Curse this blasted darkness! Why can I see nothing? You there? Have you seen my son? I can hear him, but I cannot find him. This blasted fog has me turning in circles.
Let's get through to the...
Al-Eamon, do you remember me?
You traitor!
I guess you do.
Stay away from my son! Stay away! Connor, we must flee! Where are you? Connor?
I'm going.
Who are you? Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now.
Hello, Connor. I'm here to help your father.
No! You're here to hurt Father. I know it. I won't let you.
Seemed a little bit too easy.
You're the one making Father sick. I'll help him. You can't stop me.
Am I dead? Am I dreaming? I don't understand any of this.
Yeah.
Why do you keep hurting me? Why are you trying to stop me?
We don't have to fight. I just want to save Connor and Al-Eamon.
I will not speak with you! Trespasser! I will drive you out! You have to get out!
Someone help me! Maker, have mercy!
I'll stop you! I will!
Can I?
Please forgive me. Father, please forgive me. him! You can't stop me!
Okay, let's see what we get now.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Everything ends. They'll never let you get away with this.
Connor invited her to come, and they struck a bargain. She has every right to do as she wishes. No, it is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
How the heck am I gonna do that one then? Oh, I have to stand up on two. To stun that one.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Everything ends. They'll never let you get away with this.
Connor invited her to come, and they struck a bargain. She has every right to do as she wishes. No, it is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
What the? Why didn't he get stunned there? Did he resist? Must have one.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Everything ends. They'll never let you get away with this.
Connor invited her to come, and they struck a bargain. She has every right to do as she wishes. No, it is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this part. I don't have enough to kill them both.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Everything ends. They'll never let you get away with this.
Connor invited her to come, and they struck a bargain. She has every right to do as she wishes. No, it is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
Oh, so close. I'm not sure if I can use this guy to do this.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Everything ends. They'll never let you get away with this.
Connor invited her to come, and they struck a bargain. She has every right to do as she wishes. No, it is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
I'm going.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form, and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
I've been given a chance to do something good for a change. I'm not going to throw it away.
Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If you wish a battle, you will have it. Let us see if your power matches your boldness, creature.
Huh. Oh, wait. That.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead.
I've been given a chance.
Alas, you will never leave this place.
Why didn't that give me anything? Why isn't that working for me? Okay, that one I don't get. Why couldn't I get why wasn't that healing me?
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form. Perhaps.
Yeah.
I've been given a chance.
I don't get this one. It seems so stupid, this part. Why isn't that healing me? Is it something with just this guy or? Or is it just some that can do it? Okay, obviously just some that can use them. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do this then. Do I have to really do this and get the... See, it doesn't have any potions, so it's like...
Very well. Perhaps...
I've been given a chance.
Alas. Very well then.
Okay, so I have to hit her instantly, because otherwise she heals with that, okay. Is that just for... I just wonder if I shouldn't have done it with... Yeah, though I'm having a little bit of issue with this fight, though. I don't know if I should have taken him.
Now we meet face to face. It is perhaps...
I've been given a chance.
Very
Looking for trouble, aren't we?
Because I don't have any healing or anything with him. And of course. Oh, did that stupid spell.
Very well. Perhaps we should converse instead.
I've been given a chance to do some...
Flame blast, man. Yes. Ah. The flame blast destroyed me there.
Very well. Perhaps a lad.
I guess it was that easy. Just run around in a circle. Well, he redeemed himself at least.
So it is over. Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's
Hello,
tower
Memphis. How you doing, buddy?
Training, once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things. Eamon has much to mourn and rebuild should he recover. But at least he could be thankful that both his son and wife are safe.
I owe you my deepest thanks. I can scarcely believe Connor is the boy he once was.
There is still the matter of Jowan. You trusted him and he saved Connor's life. I am unsure of what to make of that. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
Why do you want my opinion?
You spoke with him, have you not? You know what he has done better than I do, even.
Do you find him useful?
I would not trust him, but I would not presume to tell my brother what to do.
Do what you want with him.
Very well. I shall have the mage imprisoned again for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn. The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
I'm doing good, thank you. I suppose you want me to help search for it. Isn't there some other way to heal him? What about magic?
It has been tried, and we will continue trying. Perhaps the demon's absence will make a difference. However, the relic is another option.
My husband funded the research of a scholar in Denerim, a brother Genetivi. He has been studying the inscriptions on Andraste's birth rock. When Eamon fell ill, I sent the knights to speak to Genetivi. I hoped that he had finally discovered the location of the urn of sacred ashes itself. They were unable to locate Genetivi. In desperation, I sent more knights in search of the brother, or some clue of the urn's location.
What will you be doing in the meantime, then?
I must organize Eamon's knights as they return, draft new soldiers, and prepare the army to fight. I shall hand Redcliffe back to Eamon when he awakens, and in a state where it can be of some use in the coming war. Truly, what other choice do I have?
Okay, I will see what I can.
No one else can. Even if I wished to do it myself, I cannot abandon Redcliffe to its own devices. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if any clues remain on his whereabouts. It is the only place to begin the search, I think. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
Okay. The urn of sacred ashes. History of Ferelden, Chapter 1. Oh, we already read so much about Ferelden. History about it. Where's light? Oh, Chapter 2 of it. Well, you bench in this one, yeah. Well, hopefully you're not benching the raid tonight. The First Blight, Chapter 2. People today have little concept of the consequence of the second sin. Oh, believe me when I say that when I asked. Pio's chantry going folk will curse the use of foul magic, spitting and snapping their fingers. But none alive today who actually remember the horror that was unleashed so very long ago. Whatever records might have existed regrettably did not survive the chaos and ignorance that was to follow. We have only the tales of survivors handed down through the murky ages and the dogma of the chantry to instruct us. And that is precious little indeed. Yeah, well, I'm trying with this and we will see how it goes. I believe I'm not understanding when I say that the second sin unleashed the bane of all life upon Fetus. The Darkspawn are more virulent than the worst plague, a heartless force of nature that came into our world like an ill wind. We know from accounts of later blights, as these Darkspawn invasions came to be called, never has a more appropriate name existed, that the Darkspawn spread disease and famine wherever they tread. The earth itself is corrupted by their presence, the sky roiling with angry black clouds. But do not exaggerate, my friends, when I say that a mass gathering of Darkspawn is an omen of dread cataclysm. It is said that those cursed ministers who became the first Darkspawn scratched at the very earth to find solace in the darkness of the dwarven deep rose, and there in the shadows they multiplied. Whether by intelligent design or by some last vestige of worship in their minds, They attempted to locate the old gods they had once served. They found what they sought, Dumat, first among the old gods, once known as the Dragon of Silence before the Maker imprisoned him and all his brethren beneath the earth for the first sin, usurping the Maker's place in mankind's heart. The slumbering dragon awoke, freed from the Maker's prison by his twisted followers, and became corrupted himself. Dumat was transformed into the first archdemon, his great and terrible power given will by a rotting, unholy mind. The Darkspawn horde following Dumat rose and took wing in the skies once again, bringing ruin to the world the Maker had created. The old god had become the eye of a dark storm that would ravage the entire world. Regional guidebook? Okay. Yeah, I assume there's a lot of information to read up about this. Yeah, that part was didn't have it all, but some other parts that we read has even more information about it. We have found.
I have faith that you will find a way to help my husband.
You're the one who saved me.
Actually, it was Joan.
He did? I didn't know that. I hope Father gets better soon. He will, won't he?
Well, we'll see about that, kiddo.
Let's get started.
Evelyn. Knight of Order Lights. Evelyn was born to an Orlean farmer near the city of Alamshirel in the early half of the Storm Age. She was a large and ugly baby. Okay. And her father had hoped for a boy. But wanting another mouth to feed, the farmer left Evelyn in the woods to die from exposure. Oh damn. That was harsh. But a traveling band of Dalish elves came upon the crying child. The elves took her into their clan and raised her as their own. They taught her archery, dueling, and survival skills. When she came of age, she was larger and stronger than most women, let alone elven women. Her adoptive parents knew that she was a fine warrior, so they encouraged her to enter a human tournament in nearby Mons Simmered. But women were not permitted to join the knighthood in Olay, nor to compete in a tournament, so Evelyn joined the tournament as a man. Her clan forged a suit of armor with a full helm and gave her an iron-barked sword of the finest quality. Evelyn entered the competition claiming to be a knight of Antiva. He refused to doff off her helmet even during the archery competition. And sure enough, Evelyn bested many other knights until, in the grand melee, she came upon Aliva, a knight who served the emperor and was considered the finest in the land. Aliva was determined not to be beaten and struck swiftly and strongly. As Evelyn matched each of his blows, Khaliva grew ever more frustrated. Finally, in desperation, he tripped Evelyn and threw her to the ground. The blow knocked her helm from her head, and Khaliva was shamed. He called to have the competition declared invalid, but the crowd booed and jeered. In anger, Khaliva turned and slew Evelina as she lay helpless. Bam. The son of the emperor, Prince Freyan, was also present at the tourney. He too had been beaten by Evelyn, but he recognized her skill and bravery and was saddened by the injustice of her death. Upon raising to the emperor's seat in 744 Storm, Freyan abolished the law that disallowed women from joining the Orlean knighthood and posthumously knighted Evelyn. All the women in the Orlean knighthood are still a rarity today. All those who do become knights revere Sir Evelyn as their patron. Ah. I have to do this again.
Yes?
Do do do. How much medic do I need? Need at least 34. Do 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 do. I wonder if I shouldn't get the fire too. So we have some. I'd like to get the fireball. That seems to be pretty nice too, though. And casters. Get that. Let's see. Let's separate this a little bit. So. That is the affliction, and that is the...
Right.
This is a vault, huh?
As you wish.
Check everything afterwards. Get everything now. Have a look at the loot. Okay, let's see what we got here now then. Check weapons. Two-hander. That's more damage, but I think the sword I have is slightly better. Go down. Up. has more armor, but sadly I lose the spell resistance and mental resistance. Let's see what we got here. More fatigue. That's a tough one. Does Vin have mental resistance? Maybe I should have it. Her. I don't know if I should switch this. I think I'm gonna have that because he gets targeted so often. Fortunate. We'll see what we need. Yep, let's go and have a look around. Huh. Okay.
On it. As you wish.
Journal of the Tranquil, huh? Some laugh at me. I no longer mind. Once upon a time I studied as they did. I learned under the tutelage of an enchanter and attempted to master the art of bending magic to my will. And while I did well enough, I know that I struggled. I saw that the way the enchanter looked at me, sidelong glances of worry and disappointment. While other apprentices were conjuring fire, I could barely light a candle. I was frightened of magic. When I was a boy, my grandmother regaled me with tales of the terrible Flemmet, the Witch of the Wilds. She told me of the Magicers and how their evil magic infected the world with the Darkspawn. She told me of demons, and how they were drawn to the dreams of those who possessed magic like moths to a flame. She told me all these things because she said the talent ran in our family's blood. And so it ran in mine. All my young life I had dreaded the thought, prayed to the Maker that I was not so cursed, but I knew otherwise. Deep in my heart I knew. When the Templars came to our home, I knew. The Mage's Tower was terrifying, full of secrets and danger. The Templars glared at me as if I could spring full into abomination before their very eyes. My enchanter patiently attempted to teach me to marshal my willpower. My only defense should the demon attempt to slay me, but it was no use. How many nights did I cry myself to sleep in a dark and lonely place? Then my heroine came at last, my final test. Face a demon, they said, or submit to the rite of tranquility. It would sever my connection to the Fade, and thus I would never dream and no demon could ever touch me. But I would also be unable to do magic, and I would never feel an emotion ever again. Facing the demon was certain death, so my choice was easy. It was not so painful. Now I serve in other ways. We tranquilly manage the archives. We run the tower, purchase the supplies, and maintain the accounts. Our condition also allows us to use the magical element lyrium without ill effect. And thus we are the ones who enchant the magical items. We are the merchants who sell these items to those the circle permits, and the coin from those sales provided the circle's well. Thus, we tranquil are vital. The young and old may stare at me, ill at ease, but they would be worse off without me. You may think me a failure, but there is no horror for me now. I feel no fear of what I am. The shadows are merely shadows, and I am content. Okay. Okay. That happens with those who doesn't want to take that test then. No, Hunter, well, from what I know, it's you are supposed to fight something called the Blight, dark spawns. An evil that is coming upon the land where you live, and you have to pretty much defend the land. And I assume, since I don't know, I never played the game before, I assume we are gonna fight the archdemon who is responsible for the whole thing in the end. So pretty much defeat the evil, defeat the boss, yeah, pretty much. But then do a lot of other things in between, of course.
On it.
That was a simplified version of it, I guess.
Right.
JimtheSFN. Yeah, but here, well, the idea of the game is that you are supposed to defend the land against the evil. That's a basic version of it. It's very simplified, but then there's a lot plots happening in between. Other people are also evil that you have to defeat and free, and there's a lot of other plots between. But that is the big scheme of things. I think they were being there over here. It was Sir Perfect.
It is good you resolved this demon business. Now we must either revive the Arl or allow Bantegan to take his place.
You return. Might you have news?
What is all Eamon's condition?
Unchanged, I'm afraid. We've tried more magical healing, but nothing works. As time passes, I become more and more convinced the urn might be our only hope.
Are you calling Eamon's knights back?
Yes, but they are returning slowly. No doubt the war's progress, as well as the darkspawns, hinders many of them.
Yep.
Then I must resume my duties. The civil war continues, and Loghain is no doubt angered Redcliffe has not been disabled. Good luck, my friend. I hope this continues to go well for all our sakes.
So do I. So do I, buddy. Let's look around and see if I missed something. how safe it is to walk around right now, but there's nothing that will. This is the path we came. This one should be pretty cleared. Wonder if I should talk to him again or not. Dogs. War dogs. Yep. That's everything here. We should be. Yep, he's pretty much like a Templar at the moment.
Let's go.
Just his gloves, shield needs to be different. But otherwise he is pretty much like a Templar at the moment, gear-wise at least. Well, he's a Templar too, but... let's see what we have right now. These also have some to do in Denrim. Strange creatures killing merchants, so this is something we're gonna just encounter while we are traveling somewhere. This is also something in Denrim. That one is to return to mages. Okay, two of them are in Denrim. Okay. That one we're gonna wait with, I think. And this one is also in Denrim. That one I have no idea how rough it is. Also in Denrim. We have a lot of quests that are in Denrim at the moment. Oh yeah. But we also have these.
On it.
So let's see. Prospect Mountains, Social Pack. Let's go back to camp and see. Let me just get some more coffee.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
Let's get some more coffee. Perfect. Well, I am a coffeeholic, you know. I have my coffee. You were there, you saw what happened.
Yes, I know. I've had some time to think about it now. I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Isle's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owe the Isle that much.
If we can stop the blight, we will say much more.
You're right. Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh, wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
Alistair, man. You have any gifts? This penny is from 7, this up to 32 identical. Dragon. Now, who will like that part? Oh yeah. Oh, Zebran.
Here I am.
To answer some questions.
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
What does it take to become an assassin then?
Well, the Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field.
So you had to be a murderer.
Now, it need not be thought of so crudely. We all do our share of murdering around here, don't we? An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
You always use poison then?
I do. It is not something inherent in an assassin's skills, however, merely something complementary. Of course, the Crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we?
What the heck? Does it prove that? Okay.
Yes? Something you need?
I would like to talk to you.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Why did you decide to come to Ferelden? Oh, you were a traveling minstrel, oh yeah. Take the first one.
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair, but I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
You were young, it's understandable. You remember nothing of your mother?
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andraste's Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Let me have this one actually.
Why, thank you so much.
Okay. We talked about the Orlane, and I thought she would have liked that one.
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
That's a good question. It's either well, not 2 and 3 and 4, but it means I have been chosen to do something important. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
You mean to say I serve as a protector?
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men. And you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
Well, that makes sense.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
Well, in a way, having power confines you.
If you live apart from others and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
Anything?
There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are runes.
Talking to Sten, if that makes any difference right now. But maybe we can gear him up a little bit. Yeah, I'd rather have that than heavy. Just too much. This is a sword and a dagger, huh? Let's see what Morgan has to say.
I await your command.
Life in the wilds must have been very lonely, huh?
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
But you eventually left.
Such simple pleasures will only enthrall for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments, the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
What happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
But you were just a child.
And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
They made you stronger, didn't they?
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Okay. I wonder if that one is for Alistair. Hello, Budan Fedik.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Any more new rumors?
There's news come out of Redcliffe at last. Seems that Arl Eamon has come down with some deadly sickness, probably the blight, and he may even die. If he does, that probably means no one else can stand up to Tyrn Logain in the Landsmeet. Rather fortunate turn for Tyrn, no? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Yep, let me see your room.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Mm-hmm. I would call it a discount, but... keep that one. Let's see. Occupy days, but 22. Oh. Buy some flasks.
Your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along. I'm sure you'll...
Okay, let's move on.
Indeed, yes.
Yes.
I just wonder how different this one is. Do it like this.
Indeed.
Yes.
See if this is just
Sire, I have more news.
This douchebag.
Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Honora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Honora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Heck no.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
I will tell that to your leader, no one else.
No, I think not. Either inform me of your purpose or turn around. I am the gatekeeper here.
Grey Warden, I wish to speak to your leader.
A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Many people go about pretending to be Grey Wardens, do they?
No, that's true. Perhaps I shall let the Keeper decide for himself. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
It's one heck of a big bow she had on. Jesus.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Maserinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Jim. Pleasure to meet you.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brecilian Forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us. Though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Is there no way to help you, man?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I'm talking about a werewolf.
No, but it is the one who made these werewolves come to be. Within the Brecilian Forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
You said you could perhaps destroy the curse.
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
Okay. Have you considered seeking outside help?
From whom? The Children of the Stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us?
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brecilian Forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Need some equipment.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use.
Some questions for you.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
How do I find Widowfang? Do you have any advice?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
More about this curse I have to suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
Did all werewolves everywhere stem from Widowfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
So if a werewolf bites me, then I'll become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
How do you know if you have been infected then?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
How did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish. Go on then. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Dalish camp. Okay, so this was not what I was thinking it would be. Elgarnan, god of vengeance. Long ago, when time itself was young, the only things in existence were the sun and the land. The sun, curious about the land, bowed his head close to her body, and Elgarnan was born in the place where they touched. The sun and the land loved Elgarnan greatly, for he was beautiful and clever. As a gift to Elgarnan, the land brought forth great birds and beasts of sky and forest, and all manner of wonderful green things. Elgarnan loved his mother's gifts and praised them highly and walked amongst them often. The sun, looking down upon the fruitful land, saw the joy that Elgarnan took in her works and grew jealous. Out of spite, he shone his face full upon all the creatures the earth had created and burned them all to ashes. The land cracked and split from bitterness and pain, and cried salt tears for the loss of all she had wrought. The pool of tears cried for the land became the ocean, and the cracks in her body the first rivers and streams. Elgarnan was furious at what his father had done and vowed vengeance. He lifted himself into the sky and wrestled the sun, determined to defeat him. He fought for an eternity, and eventually the sun grew weak, while Elgarnan's rage was unabated. Eventually, Elgarnan threw the sun down from the sky and buried him in a deep abyss created by the land's sorrow. With the sun gone, the world was covered in shadow, and all that remained in the sky were the reminders of Elgarnan's battle with his father, drops of the sun's lifeblood, which twinkled and shimmered in the darkness. Hello, Zola. Thanks for the raid, buddy. How you doing? Great. Hello, graven image.
I never thought I'd ever set foot in a Dalish camp.
Lovely picture. Yeah, killing floor, huh?
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It is, combat can be really rough. Hello. Resident Canadian, huh? Well, the combat can be hard. Enemy mages pretty much can demolish you so quickly, it's insane. Yeah, holidays was good. Hope your holidays were good. Yeah, the combat is really... some encounters you like get demolished like instantly. So it's a learning process. How to try and how to survive everything. What exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
Yeah, in the combat you can either do it so you control every character, or you can set it up so they have like can automatically do things during combat. So I have it so I use manual combat. The only thing I have is that they should take health potion below 50% or mana potion below 50%. Otherwise I try and do it manually, everything. But and the thing is, I'm playing on normal difficulty because I read that the difficulty in combat can be really spiky even on normal, and I can tell you that it's very true. Because sometimes when you meet a boss fight, even on normal, you get instantly demolished if it goes wrong. Yeah, it's really rough, the combat, even on normal. So that's why I'm playing normal, so I can enjoy the story and everything. I was thinking of playing on hard, but I was thinking, what if I found some ironbark for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
I just don't think I'm not gonna be in this area right now. I'm gonna go to a different area. I just wanted to see what this was. What kind of matter would you make? Very well, I will take a look when I'm in the forest.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
Yeah, I was told you could supply me with equipment.
Yes, the Keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. I notice you've already found the chest I placed it in. Feel free to sort through and take whatever you found there, if you've not done so already.
Is there any other equipment you could spare?
I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have goods that we were going to bring to the Shemlin villages to barter with. I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Okay, Zelda, you do that. Lurk away, buddy. And thanks for the raid again. She could. Does she have it already? I think she can use that. Otherwise. Worth it. Dalish gloves. Leather. This could be. I have to get that one. I should get these. There is a nice stone, so I should check around first and see if we find. Let's see, do we sell a backpack? No backpack. What do we have here? Nature resistance. Okay, so that's something we should probably have for this area. Okay.
I hear only the Dalish can control the Hala. They listen to no one else.
Let's do this one. Remember it. That on. Colored inks. Valaslin, blood writing. When children of our people came of age, they earned the privilege of wearing the Valaslin. The blood writing. It sets us apart from the Shemlin and from the elves who have thrown their lot in with them. It reminds us that we will never again surrender our traditions and beliefs. The ritual deserves great reverence. The one who is to gain the Valaslin must prepare by meditating on the gods and the ways of our people, and by purifying the body and the skin. When the time comes, the keeper of the clan applies the blood writing. This is done in complete silence. Cries of pain are signs of weakness. If one cannot tolerate the pain of blood writing, they are not ready to undertake the responsibilities of an adult. Yeah, there you guys here. So if you're getting a tattoo, you're not allowed to cry. Keeper may stop the ritual if they decide that the one gaining the Valaslin is not ready. There is no shame in this, for all children are different, and our ancestors once took centuries to come of age. Okay.
Under an stranger.
I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
They've been a bit suspicious.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brecilian Forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
You do not seem very happy about that.
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems.
Persuade, please. I would like to hear about it.
No. It is too strange to discuss something like that with you. If there is nothing else you need, I would ask that you leave me to my misery. Dareth Shiral, stranger.
Okay, so we're gonna need probably higher... yeah, I need to get that skill. Need to get improved towards. So what is this then? God of the Craft, huh? We dedicate all our crafts to June, for it is he who taught the people to bend the branches of trees to make our bows and to fashion coverings of furs and iron bar. Without June would we have the ravel, or the harnesses for our hala. When the people were young, we wandered the forest without purpose. We drank from streams and ate the berries and nuts that we could find. We did not hunt, for we had no bows. We were nothing, for we had no knowledge of spinning or needlecraft. We shivered in the cold nights, and we went hungry through the winters when all the world was covered in ice and snow. Then Selaes the Heartkeeper came and gave us fire and taught us how to feed it with wood. June taught us fashion bows and arrows and knives so that we could hunt. We learned to cook the flesh of creatures we hunted over Selaes' fire, and we learned to clothe ourselves in the furs and skins, and the people were no longer cold and hungry. Oh, we found it. I don't remember which order we have read on those. Those love letters between some people. I would have to have the dog with us for that one.
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our ailing fallen.
See if we can open this without...
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Can I ask what's inside?
What is the point? It is none of your business, so please, leave it be.
This should be easy enough.
Selaes the Heartkeeper. Selaes the Heartkeeper is seen as the sister of Andruil the Huntress. While Andruil loved to run with the creatures of the wild, Selaes preferred to stay by her home tree, occupying herself with gentle art and song. It is Selaes who gave us fire and taught us how to use it. It is Selaes who showed us how to heal with herbs and with magic, and how to ease the passage of infants into this world. And again, it is Selaes who showed us how to spin the fibers of plants into thread and rope. We owe much to Selaes, and that is why we sing to her when we kindle the fires, when we put them out. This is why we sprinkle our rivals with Selaes' fragrant tree moss, and ask that she protect them and all within. And we have the other one who hunts the creatures. Oh, Pirate Scrolls. long walk, huh? When our people left the winter, we had nothing except the knowledge that for the first time in countless centuries, we were free. It was Shartan's dream that one day we would have our own homeland where we could live as we chose. After a long struggle that claimed the lives of many, even Shartan himself, we were granted the Dales. And though the Dales were to the south of the land of Olay, or Olays, and a long way off from the winter, it mattered little. We were going home, so we walked. We called our journey the long walk, for that was what it was. We walked with that little we had on our backs. Some walked without shoes, for they had none. All families, women with infants, the old and young alike, all of them made their way across the land on foot. And if one of our people could no longer walk, we carried him, sometimes left him behind. Many perished along the way. Some died of exhaustion, others simply gave up and fell by the wayside. A great number was set upon by human bandits, even though we had few possessions. Along the way, a growing number began to bemoan the decision to leave the winter. At least in the winter, they said, we had food and water and shelter. What do we have here? Nothing but the open sky and the prospect of a never-ending road ahead. Some turned back toward the winter, and most of us continued walking. And the gods rewarded those of us who did not waver by bringing us to the Dales, what people called the new city Alam Shiral, the end of the journey, and for a time was so. A lot of lore is one pile of sacks. Interesting creature.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
Who are you?
My name is Alora. I am the master herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
What is a Hala?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call land ships.
Okay,
They
good
are
luck,
our
Murphys.
companions and our guides.
May the loot reign over you. No, people keep similar herds, but of horses.
I have seen your horses. The relationship is different, as is the purpose. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
Why have you separated this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Sure, I could kill her quickly if you wish. I don't have any survival, do I?
And? What do you think?
I truly cannot tell.
I am glad you attempted it regardless.
I don't have any survival skill. I
I will watch her for a while longer and see if her condition changes.
I need
I'm grateful for your
survival
assistance,
points
friend.
for this one. Okay. Yes, I think we are here a little bit too early right now. So it's good that you can buy those gloves.
An outsider.
Who are you?
I am Gaina. Is there something you need from me?
Questions?
I am not sure what I can tell you, but I shall try.
What about the forest?
You would be best to speak to Seyrel. He is our storyteller and knows far more of such tales.
You can tell me about the Satrian.
Zathrian? He has been our keeper since long before my parents' parents were born. What could you wish to know about him?
What is a keeper exactly?
He keeps us safe, and he keeps the knowledge of our people safe, so we may bring it to all of our people one day.
What knowledge is that exactly?
The ways of our ancestors, of course, from the time of our Lathan, before the human empire enslaved our people.
Bring it to all of your people?
To the Flat Ears, those who live with the humans. When we have a new
Flat Ears?
homeland to settle in, we shall teach all elves the ways they have forgotten.
Where does he get his knowledge?
From the other clans, and from the artifacts we uncover in our travels. Everywhere the old empire was, so went their slaves. Pieces of our past lie everywhere.
I have another question about him.
Yes,
How old is he?
I don't know. Very old. It is said that Zathrian may be one of the first to become as our ancestors were long ago, immortal.
But how could that be? Why him and not others?
We all live longer than the Flat Ears, the elves who live with humans. The Keepers even more so because of their knowledge of the old ways. Why Zathrian differs from the others, I do not know. Perhaps he has been blessed by the creators.
You don't actually believe in those gods, do you?
Of course. Does your maker need to come down from the heavens and speak out loud for you to believe in him? There is little harm in my belief that our own gods watch over us from the heavens, full of hope for our future.
I want to know something else.
What is that?
Need some equipment?
Master Verathorn should have what you need. Seek him out at the forge.
Want to know more about your people?
You should speak to Lanaya. She's the Keeper's first and knows much of such questions.
Okay.
Then may the creators bring you fortune.
Red Wolf, huh?
Hello?
Know yourself. Who are you?
I'm Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Try me. Might surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
You mean the young woman by the fire?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
What if I got a pelt for you?
No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter.
You want to marry Gaina or not? Make a decision.
You are right. I do want to marry Gaina before she marries someone else. So you would get a pelt for me? Why would you do that?
Because it suits me. To see you two together, of course.
Then I am very grateful. I will pray to Andrul, the goddess of the hunt, for your success.
Okay, so there's one quest we can get here then.
Underanitation, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Do I look like I'm here to entertain you? If you like, go ahead.
I hear the human cities are very large. Thousands upon thousands of souls, all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
Yes, some are larger than I can see.
How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
They're used to it. They're used to it, yes, as humans are.
Being accustomed to pain and suffering does not make it any less tragic. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have a question, if it's not too impolite to ask. Do your people regret what they did to ours?
Some of us do, not all humans are the same.
I see. That is difficult for our people to accept. Even if only some were in favor of what was done to us, the rest did nothing to stop it. A poet once wrote of them before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you.
If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
How did you come to the Dalish then?
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
I'm sorry, that must have been horrible.
It was. The long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
So you said the Dalish rescued you from the bandits?
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
Didn't you have a family you could have returned to?
It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
How did you become a keeper?
I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
You must be proud of your accomplishments.
I am. The ceremony where Zathrian anointed me as his first was the proudest day of my life. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
Why are the Dalish so hostile?
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
Homeland was called the Dales, I thought.
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile.
What is this Arlathan you mentioned?
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
Does Arlathan still exist?
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
The elves were eventually freed, right?
Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people. She who was your maker's chosen.
But you don't worship the Maker.
We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her or her god.
You can see why you resent humans then.
Shemlin, we call them. Quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in Arlathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for.
The No way to get on your clan's good side?
It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
Okay, that's something else. But I'm not responsible for what's been done to the elves.
Aren't you? You're human. And to many of them, you represent the humiliations our people have suffered for generations. You may not have been personally responsible, but such feelings are not easily overruled by logic or fairness.
I suppose you're right.
Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable.
There's something else, though.
Certainly.
What does a keeper do exactly?
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
Okay, what can you tell me about the Sethian?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Lost much? What has he lost?
He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
Yeah? Tell me more about yourself, then.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came. As you wish. Darth Shiro.
Okay, I think that is pretty much what we can do here right now. Oh yeah, we should this.
All right.
Let's get started.
Yeah, come on, this is not what I wanted. Oh, well, I walked it wrong. This is the other exit. He's standing guard.
Your eyes linger, Alistair.
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that captivates you so?
I was just thinking that it looks exactly like your mother's.
I hate you so much.
What?
Never mind.
Bickering between those two. Okay. This is just too high a level for us, right? Seems like. That one is later on. Yep, let's go to over here. Of course, it's going to be an encounter. Oh boy. Like we have boss fight or something. Higher level 1. Do 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 do. Was the one that? Yeah. Expected that would be that one. Magus war boots. Nothing else? No. Let's see about... Yeah. Good.